My name is Ehren Kee Natay. I'm Navajo and I'm American. The name Ehren comes from my mother. She's Irish and German. And Ehre in German means honor. So Ehren means honors. My middle name Kee is my Indian name, which is short for Ashkiyaje, which means boy. And my last name, Natay, comes from my grandfather. So this is my autobiographical piece called The Key. You know, you're searching for this key, the key to life, but Key is also my middle name, so it's me finding my meaning. It starts out as a piece of graffiti. I thought of how did I become an artist? And I thought to my first moments of being a creator. I started this piece by making simple strokes of color, and from there choosing colors, and from there lines became shapes, and shapes became forms, and forms became images, and images tell the story. I'm executing this watercolor piece. I'm kind of mimicking the studio period of Pueblo paintings. In my work, I use tracing paper a lot, almost like an animator. And I'll edit a piece, you know, by tracing it over and over until I get it exactly the way that I want. And so that you have this kind of idea of using templates, you know, or something to build off of. And it's funny when I look at my grandfather's work closely, there's obvious use of tracing like a stencil. And it's something that's really common in graffiti work. Some people will criticize you for using stencils, that it's kind of a cop-out, and using projectors. But all of these things are forms of using templates. Because this isn't my style, I just really want to get it right. To see what it might look like, I put the file into a digital scanner, which I've kind of rigged up onto an easel for an overhead projection. So here I have the image projected, and this was kind of a rough guideline. You can see the rainbow. That's how I traced the rainbow here. I would keep this piece of paper here so I can kind of go back and forth between the image that I want finally on the page and the image that I kind of rendered digitally. The character has an axe in his hand, and he's swinging his axe down onto that water pipe as a form of resistance to conforming to this infrastructure provided by our government. In researching the importance of, you know, having a connection to water and talking with elders, they said that there was a time when there was resistance of these modern amenities. And I would hear these stories of you know, them trying to bring in pipeline water and the elders actively resisting. It's a confrontation of some sort, but also a resolution. And the reason why I'm painting that is so that, you know, maybe people will think, well, you know, what if we had listened to that resistance? What if we had done something about it? And thought about the ways in which we're treating our sacred resources. Once I project the image onto the paper, I begin to trace it with pencil very lightly. And then once I have the basic outline, I turn off the projector and erase the pencil lines so that there's just such a slight outline of the character. And from there, I mean, I already know this character. I've drawn him probably, I don't know, probably 50 times now through all of the tracing and digital and now on the paper. So he's ready to come to life. This is definitely just the first part of a series of works. I'd like to show that Back then, the elders were saying something and we might not have listened, and who knows if it was for the better or for the worse. But now they are saying, well, they were right. They were right about that. And now they're speaking with urgency about keeping the farming tradition alive. So that will be the next piece that I do.